Hello guys, watching me. I'm here at Capital One Arena here in Washington DC, where Donald Trump is going to make a victory rally ahead of the inauguration ceremony, which is coming up on the 20th, which is Monday, tomorrow. And people are coming in and to witness this rally. He's trying to bring all his supporters here to witness the victory rally before the inauguration. Niyi Fort reporting live here at Kid Rock was able to entertain the crowd who sang, danced, and cheered along with him during this mega rally here at Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. While outside the Capital One Arena, there was still a long line of people trying to get in. Under rainfall, people were using ponchos, umbrella, and it was really cold, but they kept online just to participate in this historic mega victory rally. And it was good opportunity for vendors who were selling everything related to Trump: caps, badges, IDs, everything with names of with the name of Trump on them. They're trying to sell it to the people, and most of them, in fact, majority of the people were just so freaking happy and singing, shouting, screaming, dancing, and in advance of what Trump is going to do in his next second term in government. You can see the happiness on the face of the people. See, everywhere was like cold, raining, but the people didn't mind. They just want to stay. They just want to go inside. The line was so much. Of course, there were a lot of security tightening, barricades, and so on. And there is a picture of Trump spread around by the people there, and so many people in different costumes, dressed up like Jesus with Trumps and mega caps, and like a lot of people under cold weather. You can see a long line of people just coming out of the security check-in. It was really, really, really cold, but people still came over just to see that. While the show is still going on inside, more people are still coming in, and you can see a very tight security schedule provided by the armed forces, the police. Really, really well organized, and in case of any threat, the people are there to confront these, at least. And inside you have Stephen Miller, Trump's Deputy Chief of Staff and Policy, speaking now to the crowd.
We are about to get our country back and our democracy back. And we are about to have a government at every level that is fighting for you, your family, and your future. Lowering the cost of living, lowering the cost of healthcare, defeating inflation, getting criminal thugs off our streets and behind bars so that our kids can live in safety. We're not going to walk over piles of needles and take our kids to the park. And we're not going to let the radical left indoctrinate our children into believing there's 435 genders. Because President Trump knows there are men and there are women.
of Trump being sworn in, like Facebook and McDonald's getting rid of their DEI programs. Good for you, McDonald's workers. Looking at you, Kamala Harris. Not really. Wasn't true. You got universities from University of Michigan to North Carolina to all the public universities in Iowa, all the public universities in Texas getting rid of DEI. You have got, yes, you've got a bill that passed the House this week, the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act. Yes. Now, it passed once before, but this time we control the Senate. We have a much better shot. So happy to see some votes here about that. We're looking good. You've got a judge who struck down Joe Biden's disgusting changes to Title IX, which have been stopped in its tracks and will be killed entirely, those changes, as soon as Trump gets in. Have no doubt whatsoever. Good things are happening all around the country. Pete Hegseth was testifying this week that military recruiting is already going up in anticipation of their new commander-in-chief.
You have other speakers like Steve Witkoff, who is Trump's special envoy to the Middle East. He's the one responsible for the ceasefire negotiation between the Israel and Hamas people.
The president was responsible for this release, and we all owe him a debt of gratitude, as do all the families. Mr. President, distinguished guests, and my fellow Americans, today we celebrate not just the inauguration of President Donald J. Trump, but the enduring values of American strength and leadership, and the vision that he represents. Over the years, I have had the privilege of witnessing firsthand the qualities that define President Trump, not just as a leader, but as a man. His determination to protect the interests of the American people, his bold approach to solving problems, and his relentless pursuit of progress have defined his presidency and inspired millions across the globe. President Trump has always understood that leadership is not about following trends, but about charting a new course. In the face of immense challenges, he has consistently stood firm, driven by a deep belief in the potential of America and its people.
Clear, America wants President Trump back in the White House. Think about this. Winning this election after everything that's happened over the last few years is an amazing achievement and an incredible comeback story. Think of all the things President Trump had to go through to get back here. All the powerful forces that tried to take him down. The mainstream media, partisan prosecutors, assassins. It's absolutely insane what this man has been through. And only President Trump could have fought through all those obstacles, all the attacks, and still come out the winner. But you know what? That's just what he is. This guy is a winner. And I say this all the time. He is the toughest, most resilient person that I've ever met, and nothing was going to stop him from fighting so hard for the country he loves. He embodies what being an American is all about. We are the toughest, most resilient people on earth. And nothing can stop us when we unite.
Guys, we're
I
continuing,
have the children of
despite all you heard out
Trump
there,
speaking.
to believe
Eric had just
in Donald
finished
Trump, to
speaking.
stand
Now
by
we
our
have
family
his
throughout
wife,
this
Lara
fight.
Trump, speaking now.
Thank you for trusting me to
Then
be your
we're
co-chair of the
gonna
Republican
have
National
Donald J. Trump
Committee.
Jr. and everyone
I hope I
came
did
with
you
their
proud.
kids and just to grace the
You're not going
occasion.
to cheat in this election. And they got upset when I said something around the lines of, if you are a person who wants to cheat in our election, we will find you, we will track you down, and we will prosecute you to the full extent of the law. faith in our electoral system this election in 2024. For the honor of all of our lifetimes to be here and fight alongside of all of you to save this country. The dawn of the golden era of America is tomorrow, right here, starting in Washington, D.C. God bless you guys. We love you. And we are almost there, folks. Thank you, guys.
I have to ask, has anyone ever been this excited for Monday morning to roll around? It's like Christmas, Easter, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, my birthday, all wrapped up into one special day where we can take back our country once and for all. He called me the next morning and said, Dad, I must speak at the RNC this week. I don't care. And I said to her, are you sure? You want, your first speech ever, you wanted to be in front of 50,000 people and tens of millions on TV? And she goes, I don't care. So I called my dad. I said, listen, she wants to do this. And he goes, whoa, that's a big one. And he just said, you know what, that kid is an absolute winner, let her do it. And that, again, is the fight that we all need in our country. That's what we want for all of our children. So with that, my daughter Kai.
Thank you all for the support for the past decade, and we're looking forward to the next 4 years, and God bless America. Thank you.
And I had to start again, just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. 'Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Donald J. Trump.
Now Donald Trump is entering the arena with a lot of fans and supporters trying to take selfie with him as he goes down through the stairs into the stage. He's stopping just to say, to compliment each one of them. He walks Donald Trump speaking now to the crowd. He talks about many things.
And we
Talks
hired
about
this guy, and I
TikTok.
went on TikTok. Can you believe what I'll do to win an election? And we went on TikTok, and Republicans have never won the young vote, the youth vote. They win a lot of votes, but they never won the youth vote. We won the youth vote by 36 points. So I like TikTok. I like it. I had a slightly good experience. What you said? Romney lost it by 40 points. Not so long ago, we won it by 36 points. That's a very big spread. But I said we need to save TikTok because we're talking about a tremendous. Who in this audience goes for TikTok? And frankly, we have no choice. We have to save a lot of jobs. We don't want to give our business to China. We don't want to give our business to other people. And I said, TikTok without my approval, meaning the president's approval, because Congress gave the president the right to make a deal, do whatever he wants. And they did that a long time ago when they had a different president. They didn't know that I was going to be the president. So I said very simply, a joint venture. So, if TikTok is worth nothing, zero, without an approval, if you don't approve, they're out of business, they're worth nothing. If you do approve, they're worth like $1 trillion. They're worth some crazy number. So I said, I'll approve, but let the United States of America own 50% of TikTok. I'm approving on behalf of the United States. So they'll have a partner, the United States, and they'll have a lot of bidders, and the United States will do what we call a joint venture. And there's no risk, we're not putting up any money. All we're doing is giving them the approval, without which they don't have anything. So, I don't know, it sounds like that works. What do you think? Good? So whether you like TikTok or not, we're gonna make a lot of money. Perhaps most beautiful of all, this week we achieved an epic ceasefire agreement as a first step toward lasting peace in the Middle East. And this agreement could only have happened as a result of our historic victory in November. That was some victory. Was that great? I don't even know which was greater, 2016 or this one. I think this one. Look, Honest Day, thank you. We have Honest Day. We have Uncle Sam. You know, Uncle Sam shook my hand about 2 months ago. He's got the strongest grip I've ever. You are a strong man. And who knows what's going to happen? I know that Biden is saying that they made a deal. Well, you know. I mean, that deal should have been, first of all, it would have never happened if I were president. It would have never happened. There was not even a thought of it. Iran was broke. They had no money for Hezbollah. They had no money for Hamas. They had no money. They were broke, totally broke, and they would have never done anything. But they did it, you know. I like to think back to the past. I said, if only the election weren't rigged, all the things that would have happened, it would have been so good. But it was. We're not going to let that happen again. I want to thank my friend Steve Witkoff, who I think is here. I know he made a beautiful speech. I heard he made a great speech. But he's an amazing guy. I said, I got to get myself a negotiator. We have to get a good negotiator. A lot of guys are knowledgeable, but they can't negotiate. They don't have the personality or whatever. And Steve does, and Steve's a great negotiator, very successful guy. But he's our new special envoy to the Middle East for helping reach this great breakthrough, and really couldn't have been done without Steve. Where is Steve Witkoff? Is he around here someplace? Because he was so great.
Now Trump's invite Elon Musk, the world's richest man, the CEO of X, before Twitter,
And make America great again.
speaking now. He came in and stayed with his son X.
So we're going to really do great things here. Thank you.
We're not going to stop winning. The people of our country want us to keep on winning, and we're going to go win like never, ever before. And that's what we're going to do. And I also want to pay my respects to the great people of North Carolina. You know, I won it every single time. And they've been treated very badly. FEMA almost didn't know it existed. And we're going to get North Carolina rocking and rolling, okay? We're going to get them rocking and rolling. Together we will rebuild Los Angeles better, more beautiful than ever before. We're going to get it going. We have the best builders in the world. It's the only people that can do it. Nobody else knows what the hell they're doing. And in 2028, the Los Angeles Olympics will be one of the great sporting events and patriotic celebrations in history. I was with Gianni, the head of the Olympics, and because of the wildfires, they're going to do a special job. They're going to really do something very special for the Olympics. And the opposite, some people say, well, maybe the Olympics can't go there. It turned out just the opposite. They came to see me the other day, and the committee, and it's just the opposite. So the Olympics is great, and Johnny for the others, you know, the World Cup, Johnny is the head of it. We had our top people, Wasson. They all came in on the Olympics, and then I saw Johnny. And we got the World Cup too. And you know, it's only because they rigged the election that I'll be your president representing you there. You know, I got both of them. I got the Olympics and I got the World Cup. And I said, you know, it's too bad. One was in 2026 and the other was in 2028. And I said, I won't be there, I won't be your president. And then they rigged the election, and now we won, so I'm going to be your president for the Olympics. So, Johnny, thank you for the World Cup. And everybody, thank you for the Olympics. We're going to have a great time. We have another thing happening here. A celebration like no other. 250 years, and that's going to be taking place next year. So we have a lot of big events coming. And everything we do everything. We take it very, very seriously. But what do we do more than anything else? We put America first. And it all starts tomorrow when I raise my hand on the Bible to be sworn as you are. We'll be sworn in tomorrow. We're all going to be sworn in together. That's the way I look at it. It's not me. It's the greatest of all time. So we will be sworn in tomorrow. I'll be representing you as your 47th President of the United States. And just in conclusion, together we're going to cut your taxes, end inflation, slash your prices, getting them back down, raise your wages, and bring thousands of factories back to the USA, right where they belong, and that'll be done through tariffs and smart policy. We will build America, we will buy American, and we will hire American. I will end the war in Ukraine, I will stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening, and you have no idea how close we are. We will crush violent crime in our cities and give our police the support, protection, resources, and respect they so dearly deserve. We will strengthen and modernize our military again. We did it. We rebuilt our entire military. And then they gave billions and billions of dollars of it to, you remember, to the Taliban. They gave it to the Taliban. They gave our military equipment, a big chunk of it, to the enemy. Do you know that we pay billions of dollars a year? Do you know this? Does anyone know this? To Afghanistan? Do you know that? And I say, if we're going to pay billions of dollars a year, and together, we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you, America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now with a special performance by the Village People, American disco group who is very famous, and now they're singing the famous song YMCA. Now you can see Trump showing off his famous dance.
What you do? of the inauguration of the greatest president ever, Donald J. Trump. Woo!
Your name and what you think about the
My
rally?
name is Bridget. I came here from the rally from Arizona, and it was the most amazing experience of my life. Got here at 4:30 this morning.
So you can see people trying to pick up their bags, umbrella that were not allowed to bring into the arena. In our next program, we're going to talk about Trump's inauguration as the 47th president of the United States. So in this, you can see him leaving the Capitol Hill. We'll bring you more news about this in our next episode. What people say. We have a friend from Nigeria also.
Olá, mamãe. Oi, filha, quanto tempo, que saudade. Estou muito feliz de te ver. Eu também. Vamos ser pai.
Filha, quanto tempo, filha?
Sim.
Como você está, filha? Como
Muita
foi
saudade de
tudo?
ti.
Muito bom, filha. Que bom você chegar, filha. Graças a Deus.
Sim.
Muito bom, filha.